Welcome back to another Skyblock episode. In today's episode, what I want to do is I want to start prepping the island ready for the passive mob area. I want to try and get some sheep, some cows, some pigs, all of them. I want all of them. Right, essentially today what I want to do is get this grass all the way over here, but first we got to prep it. Now here's the problem, I need more dirt. I need a lot more dirt. I thought there was a blue bed then. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to build the Nether portal, but I'm not too keen on the fact I can never remove it once I've placed it. So we're going to need to think of a place we want to put it for the future as well. I'm thinking beneath this island. We may not need the space under here. I think I can go down this way. Don't let me fall. I think if we put it down here, it'll be nice and hidden, because eventually I think this island here is going to be our storage, and we could even lower it to the Nether portal. So we need to line it up with the middle and put the Nether portal down, and then we could even turn the sound of it off as well, just to help with that. But let's start prepping an area beneath. We'll use a first person point of view. We'll prep the area beneath, ready for the Nether portal. Editor Bob here. I also heard Editor Bob has some fans. Right, here's something I just realized that I didn't know when I was talking in the game. I can mine it later. I can break it because I'm planning to try and get villagers set up. With villagers, I can trade for a diamond pickaxe. Therefore, I can actually break the obsidian. So in-game Bob was incorrect yet again. Luckily, I have time on my side while editing, so I can think and sound smart. Don't disagree. Right here, you see us actually trying to get the fire for the Nether portal. Turned out to be relatively easy, but what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the game. That's where I forgot that I was recording, and go into the Nether for the first time and try and get some gold and see what kind of resources we can get there. Also, I think Editor Bob's forgot that I have the power to jump off of the edge, right? Think about that, Editor Bob. Okay, while I have a personality collapse, let's go into the Nether and see what we get. So I've dropped all my resources in here. I hope there won't be any hostile mobs in there. I'm not sure, but let's go have a look for the first time. Whoops. Okay, let's heal as a priority. I brought some slabs with me, but let's see. That's very loud. Let's just turn the whole thing down, and Editor Bob can figure out how to fix that later. Right, wait. Oh, right. What is going on? The Nether. Oh, there's actually a fortress over there. Oh, there's islands. Don't TP me back out. I wasn't expecting islands in here as well. And I see a chest there. How do I get over there? Editor Bob here. This is to fill a gap in words like this. Boom. First of all, gold. Wait, can we mine that with stone? Ah! Lol. Ah. Editor Bob smells. Oh, that was mean. Just because I know he's bullying me right now. That hurts my feeling. Oh, wait. Ooh, what is the fire charged? Is this a portal? I can't tell what this is. Are you a portal? Is that what the fire charge is for? To... Where does this go? Where do you go to? Is this like a secret? Whoa, it goes to a floating island. Look at this. This is very cool, right? I assume they have a mob grinder up there. Is that just, oh wait, did my platform go to the wrong place? And it was supposed to go here? And then that fire charge is to fix it when it goes wrong, I bet. Okay, well it's linked to this, so we can break that once we get the diamond pickaxe, and yes, I heard about that. Right. Let's go back through. Yes, we found the Nether. It works great. Maybe we should jump into a little time lapse, just a short one, of us actually building a little platform out there. Do we need the gold just yet? Or do we need iron first? No, we're supposed to be doing the island, aren't we? We're supposed to be getting that island ready, so I think what we actually need is cobblestone, because we actually ran out entirely. Mostly. So let's get some cobblestone. Let's go for first person point of view. Time lapse of trying to get this bit here built. Okay, see you there. Editor Bob here. One of the things that I'm going to try and do in this video is try and have less gaps in the actual commentary throughout the whole video. Essentially, this is one of the examples of it. Where I would normally just have the loud music and things like that. In the video analytics, it showed that a lot of people would leave the video at that point. They would go somewhere else to find their entertainment. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fill the gaps, and while explaining it, I'm filling a gap, if you get what I mean. This is Editor Bob. Big brain. Right, so essentially what you're going to see here is I decided that I needed more wood for the middle of the platform temporarily. We want the grass to spread over that way. We need more dirt. The thing with dirt, the way we get it, is we need to expand into the Nether and not die. So once I've got the layout going, I think we're going to start with making a pigman farm in the Nether to get the gold, because in-game Bob was silly, made a mistake, lost a gold block. So once we have all that set up, we can move over to expanding the passive mob island. Once they actually start spawning, I'm not sure on the exact criteria for passive mobs to spawn. I know server-wise how it works, so I think I might have a rough idea that you just kind of got to be in the area, and when it loads the chunk, it does its calculation. Correct me if I'm wrong. The problem with that is because the world isn't so big, I'm thinking the main way to unload and then reload chunks is going into the Nether. But if this is close to the spawn of the world, I believe it's a 3x3 chunk area that is constantly loaded. So potentially, if it never unloads and we go somewhere else, that might help us with the passive mob spawning. We'll obviously have to figure that out, and I also ran out of cobblestone. I didn't want to get more. So let's jump back to in-game Bob. In-game Bob here. One thing I was just thinking is I wanted to create the platform in the Nether out of wood. Ghasts. That's all I'm going to say. So we can't really do that. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to use blocks. And I want an easier block to get than cobblestone, because it's such a grind to constantly be mining cobblestone. So these islands are going to be made out of cobblestone and wood. We could technically mine the middle bit. We do have, this is free cam, ta-da. We do have the platform under here, which we could break, but then to collect this, we'd have to build a platform under that, and that makes no sense. So we're not going to do that. I'm trying to think what would be the best block to try and farm long term. I guess dirt would be quite good down the line. We could like make some dirt islands, but to do that, we're still at, you know, ground zero with the what block do we use for the Nether, because I don't want to make, I don't want to make the, So I'm distracting myself while making the video. I don't want to make the islands out of cobblestone, or at least as much cobblestone as we're using. It's just so much effort. It literally, to build that, I spent 2 hours stood here mining cobblestone like this. One of the hours was on stream and people watched it, so I guess it can't be that terrible. But for me, sat here at 8 AM mining cobblestone, you know, it's not the most exciting thing I could be doing. So I think we're going to do a quick, very quick time lapse to try and make a small platform in the Nether. Start the gold production. Try and get a pigman to spawn. Is it a pigman? Piglin to spawn. The one that you trade with. I can never remember the name. We're going to try and get one of them to spawn and try and get some gold. And we'll see how it goes in the Nether. Okay. This time lapse here, very quick, because I'm looking at the editor and I'm already up to about 15 minutes of content. And I haven't actually finished what I wanted to get done today. I wanted to get the platform done and start getting some gold. So from here on out, time lapses are going to be very quick. But I'm not going to change the ones that are already in the video, like at the beginning, because I've already done the commentary for them. It already sets the pace of the video. It's just at this point, we're going to sprint to the finish and try and get as much done as possible. Let's jump back to in-game Bob on that note. Okay, so I figured out how I don't break cobblestone. The downside is I need to do this. This is what I'm doing instead. This is for the Nether platform only, I think. I'll probably end up using some of it in the actual overworld, but look at this. We just made 2¼ stacks of, what is this? Crimson slabs. Boom. This wood doesn't burn. By the way, I googled that right before this video. I googled it. You might have seen that at the start. I'm not sure if Editor Bob remembered to mention that I googled it at the beginning of the video, or the beginning of this part of the video. But that's quite cool. So we can now build a platform out of that wood. A, it'll probably look cooler. B, I don't need to mine cobblestone. This probably takes just as long, but that's not the point. It's not cobblestone, is it? So what we're going to do is we're going to try and build a little design in the Nether. I probably don't have enough wood for it, so I'm not sure. We've only done one replay mod today, so, well, I say today. I don't know if people know this. I make these videos over the course of the week, so that I'm like, you know, able to try and entertain as best as possible. I will not sit down and make one of these Skyblock videos in one day. So for example, yesterday I did the area here, and that created maybe 4 minutes of the video. The day before that, let me actually open up my editor just to check. So just before that, we did the actual Nether portal. That was a separate day, but that was the same day as the very beginning of the video. But I just thought I'd mention that because you know, maybe people find that interesting, that the video comes out every week and it takes me a week to make it. It doesn't take me a week worth of time, but it means that I'm enjoying when I'm playing. I have a slight difficulty with playing games constantly. I can't keep up with people who are able just to sit down and play a game for 10 hours straight and then do the same the next day. I used to be able to do that. I can't anymore. Plus, I do a lot IRL now. For example, yesterday I went on a day trip. So I actually, okay, so I had to leave the house at 6 AM. I got up at 4 AM, didn't want to go back to sleep because I thought I would sleep through my alarm. And that's why a random revive node video came out yesterday from editing. The new Skyblock goes up today. Today's Wednesday. Episode 4 comes out today. So, I don't know why I'm talking at you. I could be doing that in the overlay. So let me just continue with the building, and Editor Bob can continue my story. I'm not quite sure what in-game Bob was going, or where they were going with that one. So I'm gonna just retell the end and finish that part of it. Okay, so I got up at 4 AM. My alarm was like a couple hours later, or like an hour and a half later. I didn't want to go back to bed because I have a habit of sleeping through alarms. If you ever watch the streams, you'll know I have a habit of sleeping through alarms. So essentially what I did was I got up, my Factorio server that I had purchased the night before was ready to go. I wanted to get it running. I had some issues because I didn't know what I was doing, and I couldn't really find any videos on Revive Node Factorio servers. So I was like, so I figured it out myself essentially and got it running. I was like, well, that's a gap, you know? There's not really any videos out there showing people how to, you know, do Revive Node service with Factorio. So I was like, I will fill that gap. I made the video. I enjoyed making the video. I learned more while doing the video, and I uploaded it. Revive Node actually reposted it today. This is the day after. Not reposted it, sorry, like shared it on their Discord. Also, have you ever seen a rage quit? Here's one here.